So each month, thanks to using content, we book anywhere between 30 to 50 calls a month. Now, about a year ago, I recorded a bonus training just for the students in my mentorship program. But today, I want to give it to you as well. It's going to completely solve the problem of writing content and creating content in general. So you always know how to create content. I give away the entire process that you can use, whether you're a beginner or you're more advanced. You can just watch it, take action. The first 3 minutes of the video is going to be me showing you how to get everything set up, everything that you kind of need first. And then once you have that in place, the rest of the video, I'm just going to show you all of the different ways of creating content. I'm actually going to create content right there. I'm not going to create a topic that I know a lot about, because then it wouldn't, the video wouldn't cater very well to beginners who aren't that familiar with, their niche or their offer. So yeah, I'm going to bring in the training right now. Watch that through. That will get you covered in terms of everything that you need in creating content, whether it's written content or video content, so you can actually book meetings via the content strategy that I'm about to get into. So yeah, let's get into it. Again, this is a bonus video straight out of my program. It's not one of the main content videos, it's a bonus, but I think it'll be valuable to you. There's not a lot of context that's missing. I mentioned a few things that won't quite apply to you in terms of like community and things like that. But yeah, check out the video. It will help you get this solved, and let's get right into it. Hey, what's going on? Hope you guys are doing well. Here's the situation, right? I know a lot of you are looking at the content calendar and saying, Reece, I get it. I need to mostly focus on value-based content if I'm new. The problem is I don't know too much about the fulfillment, so I don't really know what to talk about. And I get it. Makes sense. The thing is, if you don't know your fulfillment, it is going to be tricky to work with here, which is why I tell everybody that you should work on expanding your fulfillment. And in terms of your content, obviously the reason that we're doing it first and foremost is to nurture the leads, right? First and foremost, the reason that we're using content is to nurture the leads, to show the leads that we know what we're talking about, that we have valuable content, and that we can actually help them, that we're somewhat of an expert or authority in the space. Now, right now, you're probably saying, but Reece, I'm not right now an expert or authority figure, and I get that. But what you have to start doing is becoming that person. So what you need to start doing is doing things that person does, which means that you need to start expanding your fulfillment. Now, the main priority when you first kind of start the agency is getting clients. So the biggest focus for yourself is the acquisition. But you also need to continuously expand your knowledge on the niche and the fulfillment. Those are the three main areas: your acquisition or your outreach, let's call it outreach, your outreach channels, number one, your outreach skills, so that's the number one thing that you got to focus on. You also got to, not in order by the way, but that's one thing that you got to focus on. You've also got to focus on the niche, making sure that you understand the niche and you can accurately communicate what it is that they need, their pain points, their desires, etc. And then the fulfillment, because if you're doing something that you have no idea about, you're not going to be able to communicate that to anybody whatsoever. So you need to at least have a surface level understanding. Now, what do I exactly mean by a surface level understanding? Well, let's put a perspective today that I want to use an example that I'm not too familiar with, which is difficult because I've been in marketing for a while. So paid advertising, I'm not going to do that because I know enough about it. I'm not going to do email marketing because I know enough about that to be able to talk about that. Maybe YouTube. At the end of the day, what I'm doing right now is I'm trying to put myself in a perspective with somebody who's brand new to the space and is unfamiliar with the service, because that's the way that I'm going to be able to provide the most amount, the biggest benefit here. So yeah, let me think. I think YouTube would probably be best. I'm vaguely familiar, but I'm not ridiculously familiar. So let's say that let's say that the mechanism we're using is YouTube growth. And what that means is we're going to help them create the content, market the content, and drive traffic to external source. Alright? And then let's say the niche is small to medium. I don't know, so medium. Well, what's medium? Let's just say, yeah, YouTube channels currently over 10K subs, for example, right? Let's just say that's what it is. So what you want to do is you're going to take this information, you know what it is that you're offering, and then you know what it is that who you're helping, which is, I mean, YouTube, obviously. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take this information and you're going to create content about it. So if you're asking me what kind of content do I create, well, we're going to create content based on the fulfillment structure. Remember, when we have our kickoff call, the whole reason that we go over the fulfillment structure is so you can do everything from that point forward with that in mind. So for example, you create content around the fulfillment structure, you hire people based on the fulfillment structure, etc. Let's do this. So let's say that your offer is that you help YouTubers grow their account and drive traffic to their store so they can book in more consultations for their business, whatever it is, right? Let's just say that's what we're doing. And as part of the fulfillment structure, this is the thing. So what we can do now is we can start bridging up this, right? Because creating content here, we can start creating content from here. So we can start simple. How to come up with content ideas for YouTube, right? That directly ties into content. Done. And then we can go into more ideas. I'm going to show you what to do if you can't even think about this right now. I'm going to show you what to do in a second as well with that. Market the content. So how to get more views on YouTube. What are the most important metrics for improving your for growing your channel? So you can see here I'm coming up with content ideas, right? And again, I'm going to show you in a second what to do if you can't come up with any ideas. Like if you really have no idea, I'm going to show you what to do even about that. Drive traffic to an external source. This one's a little bit more tricky because it's like, I mean, what are we going to make there? We could go the YouTube route, and that's how to drive traffic from YouTube to landing page. And then maybe the tips that you give there are kind of like tease the offer in the beginning of the video, but maybe not. Maybe there's something else. Again, I don't know. I don't know enough about this, which is exactly why I'm shooting this video, because it's not really something that I know about. But let's say that's one thing, and then we can also say, like, we can go up with how to create resources for your landing page. These are also called lead magnets. So we can start talking about that. Now we've already got a few ideas. But let's say you have no idea. Well, what we do is we grab that, we go to Google, we type how to get more views on YouTube, and we start opening up a bunch of these articles, and we start having a look at the content that they use. We're not going to copy it. Notice what I just did right now is I didn't copy the actual paragraphs. I just copied the points that people are making. And here as well, you want to have a look at the points that they're making. Plan the video, write the script, write a short list, prepare yourself, etc. Actually, no, sorry. Here's the stuff. This is the important stuff. So create compelling content. Sounds pretty simple. Encourage viewers to subscribe. Create playlists. So what we're going to do is we're now going to take this and we're going to start popping that in here. Alright? And then what you got to do is you just got to make your points about it. You got to think, oh, okay, make good content. Alright, why is it important to make good content on YouTube? Alright. Well, common knowledge in certain ways. People have a short attention span. So then you just use this information. Let's go ahead, let's take this and let's go down here. And we're gonna make a article or like a little blog, or not an article, but a post for Facebook or whatever you're doing about this. So you'll go ahead and let's write about it. So let's say one of the toughest challenges that YouTubers have is finding new people to watch their videos. A large part of this and then we'll say many YouTubers think it's all about their thumbnails and keywords, but that's not quite the case. It's important to make sure that people actually enjoy watching your videos in the first place. Here are some tips for making sure that we're helping you get more views on YouTube by improving your content creation workflow. Tip 1. Create new content. Take risks in the content you create. I'm just coming off the top of my head right now. This is the thing. It's like, I might not know too much about YouTube. Fair enough. I upload a little bit, but I don't know too much about YouTube. But I know enough because I watch YouTube to be able to talk about it a little bit. At the end of the day, you've got to start studying marketing, and you've got to start looking into this stuff. Like, take risks in the content you create. And then, like, I'm not even going to talk about like strategies right now. I'm gonna call things out. So like, watch. Take risks in the content we create. Recently, we all heard about a certain creator who went viral on YouTube, mostly TikTok. We'll say YouTube and TikTok, for making content that was a little, that was very unique. At the end of the day, I'm not telling you to make controversial content here. Blah 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 blah. And I'm realizing I don't want to make this video too long, because I could go ahead and keep typing this. I will keep typing a little bit, but I don't want to make this too long. The whole idea that I want to really get across to you is the bit that I've already really covered, which is like how to come up with this content in the first place. So let me just give you some other ideas. So yeah, let's go ahead to create content, and then you just go here, how to create content for YouTube. Look at this. See, this is actually what I should have done earlier in the video. So if you're still watching, great, because it means that you'll focus, and it means that you actually want to improve this, which is very, very good. But this is what I should touch on more. I think you will find this more valuable instead of just watching me type out a post. So let's go ahead and we'll copy these, right? And we'll keep copying them, and then we'll come and we'll pop them in here. So, create content. Define your YouTube channel goals. You can make a whole content about this. Why goals matter, why it's important to set goals that are achievable, how to define goals around your YouTube. That could be number of focus on actions you can take. So for example, how many videos you record, how many ideas you come up with daily, how frequently to go live. Then you can span that out, then you can go the benefit of going live on YouTube, etc, etc. Now I'm going to quickly find something and I'll be right back. I now reveal to you a secret tool. It's called answerthepublic.com. What you do here is you go ahead and you type YouTube growth, and what it's going to do is it's going to search things around YouTube growth. So if I type YouTube growth, it should take a couple of minutes, and basically the idea is going to come up with some things that people are searching around YouTube growth. So let's have a look what it's come up with. So we've got a bunch of different stuff, a bunch of different ideas. So will YouTube be around in 2030? How fast is YouTube growing? Is YouTube still growing? Is YouTube growth exponential? How fast can you grow on YouTube? Why do some channels grow fast? What you do is you start taking these ideas, putting them into a folder. sorry, not a folder, like a document or wherever you want to store your ideas, and then you just start copying some things that people are looking for. So if we know that people are asking why do some YouTube channels grow fast, then you just make the content about that. So again, let's say that we go ahead and we're doing this one now, right? So why do some YouTube channels grow fast? That's an idea that we just took from there, and then we go and we start talking about it. If you don't know, you go ahead and you type that into Google and you start looking at what others are doing. You start watching a couple of little videos, getting used to it, finding out. At the end of the day, this is all information that you need to know anyway. The general idea of what I'm trying to communicate in this video is, even if you do not know something, all you have to do is start with the questions. If you know the mechanism that you use, let's just take this for a second. If you know the mechanism that you're using and you're confused, all you got to do is you divide this up. So you help people YouTube growth, how to create content, how to market the content, and how to drive traffic to an external source. You grab this, you go to Google, and you type YouTube growth. And then you say how to grow on YouTube. Right? If you're helping with people YouTube growth, you go ahead and you start learning about it. If you're telling me, hey Reece, I can't create content because I don't know what to create the content about, well, because you've got to go and learn about it. You've got to go and learn this stuff. So how to create YouTube content. Follow yourself. Go down a rabbit hole. Start figuring this stuff out. Next, market the content. How to... Well, it would be a little bit different. It would be how to promote YouTube channel, how to promote YouTube content, how to get more views on YouTube, how to get more subscribers on YouTube. Start learning about it, how to drive traffic to an external source. We already gave some ideas up here. So how to drive traffic from YouTube to a landing page. Look, 6 ways that you can use YouTube to drive traffic. This is perfect. I just made that up. That was a random example. And then you would just go ahead and have a look. Does it actually say anything? It doesn't actually look like this has anything valuable here. Find opportunities. There you go. This is perfect, because I had somebody comment on my YouTube yesterday and they said to me, hey Reece, love the content. So I responded, great. Have you got access to the free program yet? This is the thing. And then you go ahead and you start talking about this. How to drive traffic. Well, utilize the comments. If you see someone looking for help, if you see someone applauding the content, refer them to a free resource with more info. Now, obviously, I captured their email, add them to an email list, etc. You just start speaking about stuff like this. So look, I don't want to make this sound over simple, because I get it. It can be tough. I'm not saying that this is supposed to be easy. What I'm saying is I don't know too much about YouTube. I've been on YouTube for a while, but in terms of the YouTube growth side, it's not something I know too much about. But even though I don't know too much about it, you can just take this stuff and you can start Googling it. And just to show you that I'm not just that this isn't just that, you know, that I know more about it than I'm saying or whatever. I can start typing in other stuff that I don't know, like TikTok. How to create incredible UGC. Let's say you have a UGC agency. How to create incredible UGC, and you can start coming up here. Encourage customers to become brand advocates. Go to Google and say how to get more brand advocates from customers, and then start looking into stuff like that. Go into it deeper. What's something that I really don't know? Something that I really don't know. Publishing. How to get more book sales. Boom. How to grow your publishing. Is that going to work? Publishing company? I don't know. How to grow your cleaning company. Right? And then if, let's say you have cleaners, cleaning businesses, you go and you start opening these up and you start having a look. Focus on customer loyalty. How to increase customer loyalty with a cleaning business. Guys, Google is amazing. Look at this, tips to help you build customer loyalty. And then you start going deeper and you're figuring out, okay, what do you have to do? Well, obviously you have to treat customers with respect. You have to pay attention to your loyal customers. Create reward programs. Boom. Create reward programs. Go ahead, open this up into a document and say, why running a cleaning business, one of the best ways to increase, what was the thing? Increase customer loyalty is by whatever this thing was. I forgot what it was now. I hope this is driving it home. I hope this is driving the point home of how to create content, because I get asked these questions a lot, and I'm very, very glad that you guys are asking, because it tells me that you're looking to create content, that you know the value of creating content. I really want to encourage you to just start Googling. Don't think that just because you don't know the answer that you can't teach it, that you can't find out about it. At the end of the day, everything that you know today is something that you've taught. Is something that you've learned. Everything. Right? Either learned from somebody else or learned from your own experiences. Everything that you could say to somebody is something that you have learned from somebody else or an experience of yours. So you'll notice what I'm doing here is I'm trying to tie things to my own experiences. I'm trying to give my own analogies. Here, by the way, I was talking about Tate, because everybody knows about it. Right? Everybody knows about who he is. You don't even need to mention who he is. Everybody knows exactly who you're talking about right here. If you mention a certain creator, TikTok plus controversial content, everybody knows. You don't even need to mention the name. Because again, it's just you're picking out things that people know about and you're communicating that to them. I hope this makes sense. If it doesn't, please let me know. If you guys need me to do a much longer masterclass where we get on a massive group call and I just show you, I just ask everybody, hey, tell me what the niche is, tell me what your mechanism is, or go ahead and create 20 ideas for content. Like, I can go ahead and do that, but I just need you to follow the process that I've shown you today. Once you know the mechanism and niche, I promise you this is all you need to know. All you need to know is the mechanism and niche, and that is something that we always cover in every kickoff call that I've ever had for the mentorship program. We cover mechanism, we cover niche. Once you know these things, you can start Googling. Apologies if my tonality sounds very direct here. I don't mean it in a harsh way. I'm very passionate about creating content. And I know that the number one way of improving your content is, quite frankly, doing it. That's the only way that you're actually going to improve your content, is by doing it. The reason that I was able to go and start creating a post like this from YouTube is because I write every single day. That not a day goes past where I don't create content. It's been like that for a few years, and that's why it's a little bit easier for me. But if you're struggling with it, please just follow the process that I've shown you today. This website here, Answer the Public, is amazing. Again, I think there's somewhere here where it gives you a list. Look, there's a whole list about it. YouTube growth books. You can go and you can type the best YouTube growth books, and then you can just make a list. Hey, here's some books that I recommend on how to grow your YouTube. Nobody's gonna read them. Nobody's actually going to go read the book. They're still going to come to you. They're just going to be like, wow, this guy takes his time to actually study his craft, right? If you grow, what was the example? Cleaning businesses. Best books for cleaning businesses. Let's see if there is anything. How to clean your house. A monk's guide to a clean house and mind. You can go ahead and create a content for cleaning businesses and say, here's some incredible books of improving your service by improving your quality of cleaning, or whatever it may be. Like, there's so much potential. I really, really hope that this is drilling at home and showing you all the mindset and the frameworks that you should be using when it comes to content. Now, one last thing. If you've been doing this for a while and you don't know what to create content about, the truth is you don't know your niche well enough, and you need to go and keep studying your niche, okay? Because if you did know your niche, you would know what kind of content they want to see, and then you would be able to create the content for them. Don't know what's going on here. It's frozen up a little bit. Okay, we're back. It's working. So yeah, you just gotta play around with stuff like this. So this is Answer the Public. Again, really, really cool tool. Let's just do another example. If you do like UGC, just type e-commerce
UGC. That's just, okay, so it's asking me to go ahead and create a free account, which I'm not going to do right now, but you should be getting the idea here. Go ahead, create some content. As I said before, if you've been around for a while and you're struggling to create content, it's probably just because you don't really know your niche very well. If you did know them well, you know their pain points, you know their desires, you know the biggest sticking points for them. If you're not getting that, you need to speak to the niche more. You need to go out and do some more research. Go out to speak to people, get feedback from people, ask people, hey, what are you struggling with right now? Get an idea, and you'll be able to communicate that in your content. So that's pretty much everything. I hope that this video has been valuable. To be honest, it was quite spontaneous. It was impromptu. I just wanted to go ahead and get this out there, because I know creating content is something a lot of people struggle with. So I will upload this to the community section, maybe I guess throw it in the bonus section. We'll see if you guys find value from it. Hopefully you do. Just use this, and you should be good for creating content. If you got any questions, if you got struggles with this, just post it in the group as well, because just a lot of people have issues with this, but then a lot of people will be able to help you out from a different point of view. So just, go ahead, you can pop questions in the group, ask me, tag me, do whatever you got to do. Yeah, creating content can be really, really fun. In the beginning, it can be a little bit tough until you get used to it, but promise you, it gets so much easier with time. Hope you found it valuable, and I'll see you again soon.